At some point in our childhood, we all wished we had some kind of magical power. Today's story is about people who actually possess special abilities. At the beginning of the story, we meet Samantha, the youngest daughter of the royal family of the smallest country in Europe. Even though she was born into a royal family, she was never treated like a princess. On the other hand, her elder sisters, including Ellen, were given everything they wanted with just a single request. Things became even worse when Samantha's father, who was also the king of the country, died in a plane crash along with her brother. After his death, Samantha's mother, Catherine, took control of the throne. Just a few weeks later, when Ellen turns 18, she will officially be crowned as the queen. It felt as if Samantha had never truly been considered part of the royal family. She lived a normal life like an ordinary person and could freely spend time with anyone. She often hung out with a boy from her gym whose name was Mike. At the same time, Sam and Mike performed rock music on the street, which quickly attracted a large crowd, including the police. Mike tried to distract the police using his skateboard. However, the police struck him with a traffic sign and injured him badly. When he was brought back home, he told his mother that the people of the country were unhappy with the government, but Catherine refused to believe his words. The next morning at school, he met Roxana. She was also the second daughter of a royal family just like him. Roxana was a quiet girl who usually kept to herself. However, she loved live streaming, which had made her quite famous. Meanwhile, the story shifts to a high-security prison. There, prisoner number 34 discovered a capacitor hidden inside his cell. He connected it to a small device and managed to unlock the neck cuff placed around his neck. As soon as the cuff came off, his powers returned to him. Using those powers, he smashed the prison door and successfully escaped. Meanwhile, Shyam and Mike were busy practicing for their upcoming music concert. Mike asked Shyam to come with him to a party, and she agreed. During their conversation, Mike was shocked when he noticed that Shyam could smell garlic from his mouth. The surprising part was that he had eaten the garlic 2 days earlier. Before Ellen's coronation as queen, Shyam remembered that she had promised Mike she would attend the party with him. At that moment, she lied to her mother. Both of them left home and headed toward the club. However, they were stopped at the entrance because they did not have ID cards. While standing outside, they noticed that the staff members were entering through the back door. By watching from a distance, they somehow managed to figure out the password used by the staff. Seeing all of this, Mike was once again amazed by Shyam's abilities. Once they entered the party, something strange started happening to Shyam. Suddenly, she began hearing every sound around her very clearly. From people's heartbeats to even the movement of tiny insects, every sound became extremely loud to her. She started feeling uncomfortable and panicked. In confusion, she pulled the fire alarm. The alarm immediately stopped the party and created chaos inside the club. Soon after, the police arrived and arrested both of them once again. After some time, they were released after their families were called. Catherine decided to punish Sam for lying by sending her to school even during the summer holidays. Meanwhile, prisoner number 34 contacted his partner and praised his clever plan. He revealed that Catherine was the one who had put him in prison. Now he was waiting for his next move. At the same time, he had also started keeping an eye on Sam. The next day at school, Sam met a girl named January. January told her that her father and Sam's uncle were old friends. In the same class, Tuma and Roxana were also present. A little later, Professor James arrived and revealed something surprising to all of them. He explained that since they were the second children of royal families, they had all possessed unique powers since childhood. However, none of them had fully discovered these powers yet. During this summer program, they would be trained and prepared to join a secret society. Sam was shocked when she saw that her mother, Catherine, was the head of this secret society program. Catherine explained that this organization was created to protect the king or queen from any possible threat. However, she also warned them about one important rule. If any of them failed to pass the final tests, their memories would be erased. That way, they would never remember their powers or this secret program. In their first training session, they were asked to reach a pyramid placed inside the room. At the same time, laser weapons were constantly firing across the training area. As Tuma stepped forward, he was suddenly attacked from the side. Slowly, everyone began moving ahead while trying to understand their hidden powers. Roxana discovered that she had the ability to disappear. She could also control other people using her powers. On the other hand, Sam realized that she could hear and see even the smallest details around her. Because of this ability, she managed to complete parts of the test faster than the others. Despite their efforts, every student eventually failed the first test. After this, January discovered something surprising about herself. She realized that she could temporarily steal other people's powers just by touching them. She also had the ability to control insects. The next day, each student was given special exercises according to their abilities. Sam was taken to a room filled with speakers and was asked to carefully listen to different sounds. The purpose was to help her learn how to control her super hearing. Meanwhile, Roxana had to learn how to use her invisibility powers in difficult conditions like rain and snow. January January, while understanding her abilities, also discovered that she could breathe underwater. Professor James continued testing the children to see how much control they had gained over their powers. Later that evening, Sam was intentionally given poisoned food as part of a training test. Seeing this, January gave her own apple to Sam so she could eat something safe. That same evening, Mike's father saw him talking with Sam on the phone. For some unknown reason, he warned Sam to stay away from Mike. The next day, Sam met Catherine again. Catherine showed her a secret underground headquarters filled with advanced technology and valuable equipment. Among the items was a special nano device designed to target people with similar DNA. Catherine then explained several methods that could help them control their powers more effectively. After some time, almost all the children began gaining proper control over their abilities. However, Roxana was the only one who was still struggling. Seeing this, Professor James threatened to remove her from the program. Hearing this warning, Roxana suddenly used her powers and disappeared. This shocked everyone present in the room. Now all the students had become fully aware of their powers. Seeing this progress made James very happy. That evening, Sam had planned to attend a concert with Mike. However, before she could leave, James suddenly woke everyone up and announced their first real mission. Their task was to protect a valuable object from being stolen. When they reached the location, they began using their powers to search for the thief. Soon they spotted a suspicious person and started chasing her. They managed to catch her and tried to stop her. However, they soon discovered that she was not actually a thief. She was January's coach, and the entire situation had been created just to distract and test them. Because of this mistake, the team failed their second mission as well. Seeing their failure, James became very angry. He canceled the next day's training session. Later, Sam apologized to Mike for missing the concert. However, she could not reveal the truth about what was happening in her life. This left poor Mike feeling upset and confused. Since the next day was a holiday, everyone decided to go out together. During this time, Sam and January became good friends. January even invited Sam and the others to visit her house. They quietly entered the house and went to her studio. There, Sam told January that her father loved her so much that he had turned the entire tower into a studio just for her. After some time, Mike also arrived there. When he saw Sam enjoying herself without him, he became upset and left the place in anger. A short while later, prisoner number 34 suddenly attacked them. Before escaping, he called Sam Snowflake. Hearing this shocked Sam because only her father used to call her by that nickname. Professor James immediately told everyone to stay quiet and remain calm. However, Sam ignored his warning and started chasing prisoner number 34. She eventually found him in the nearby woods. During the confrontation, James tried to protect Sam and was badly injured. While struggling, he revealed to Sam that he was actually her uncle, Edmund. Before he could explain anything further, January suddenly arrived. Using the powers she had temporarily stolen, she hit Edmund with a powerful punch. She then helped Sam and the injured Professor James escape from the place. James's condition was extremely critical. Seeing everything that had happened, Catherine finally decided to reveal the truth to her daughter. She told Sam that Edmund had killed her father in order to become king. Because of this crime, Catherine had imprisoned him in a high-security prison. Later, Sam went to meet her uncle in prison. There, Edmund told her his side of the story. He claimed that he wanted to completely end the dictatorship in the country so that everyone could live equally. At first, he believed that Sam's brother would bring change after becoming king. However, even after waiting for a long time, nothing changed. Because of this disappointment, he said he had killed him with a heavy heart. After that incident, he met Sam's elder sister and asked her to bring change once she became queen. Her sister promised that she would improve the country after her coronation. Sam decided to trust her sister's promise. Everyone also agreed to ensure full security during the coronation ceremony. That night, Sam went to the hospital to meet James. She apologized to him for everything that had happened. Finally, the day of the coronation arrived. Important guests and royal families from all around the world gathered for the ceremony. On the day of the coronation, January arrived there. At that time, Sam was unable to use her powers because January had already stolen them. January secretly entered the underground headquarters. There, she ordered the guards to release Edmund. Soon it was revealed that the person who had been secretly communicating with Edmund on the phone was none other than January. She had been working with him from the very beginning. After this, she returned and ordered Sam's friends to follow her. Then she locked all of them inside a cell. However, with the help of a small fly she controlled, she revealed the truth to Sam. After learning everything, Sam began searching for Edmund using her abilities. Soon she located him and started chasing him. Meanwhile, the Queen's coronation ceremony had already begun. At the same time, Edmund arrived there with a dangerous plan. He activated a powerful device that could harm everyone present there, including the royal family. Since Sam had royal blood, she realized that January was actually targeting her. She quickly ran to Mike's house and asked him for help. At first, Mike refused to get involved. However, when Sam revealed the truth about her powers and everything that had been happening, Mike finally agreed to help her. Together, they managed to capture January first. During the confrontation, confrontation, January admitted that she had been helping Edmund because she wanted him to rule the country. After hearing this, Sam and Mike created a plan. Their goal was to free their friends and stop Edmund together. Edmund believed that the country could only become free once the entire royal family was destroyed. To stop him, Sam, Tuma, and Roxana distracted him and led him into a special room. Inside that room, a device had already been installed to weaken Edmund's powers. At the same time, Mike managed to reprogram the nano device. The device was then activated and successfully trapped Edmund inside it. Meanwhile, the coronation ceremony was completed without any problems. Ellen officially became the new queen of the country. After this, Sam and the other students were accepted into the secret society. Once Professor James recovered, Catherine finally told the new queen about the existence of this secret organization. The queen promised that the people of the country would soon be given the chance to form their own government. This would end the dictatorship and allow everyone to live with true freedom. However, the story did not end there. Suddenly, breaking news reported that January had escaped from prison. Now the entire team would have to work together once again to capture her. So, if you had the chance to choose a superpower, which one would you pick? Let us know your answer in the comments.